Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Mr. Deeds. And this movie came out in 2002, and it's a Adam Sandler movie. And it stars him, Winona Ryder, John Turturro, Steve Buscemi's in it too. And I thought this movie was pretty bad. It was boring, it was repetitive, it was very stretched out for what it was. And it was just the same thing either happening over and over again, or the same thing happening but stretched out forever. Like there was a scene in this movie where characters were just doing this echo, and it was so annoying because it was going on forever, it felt like, and I was thinking to myself, stop. Just stop. You don't need to do this. Just 5 seconds, that would have been perfect, but they keep dragging it out, and I don't understand why they need to do that. Other than, I guess, that they think it's funny. The music in this movie was very generic, very forgettable, and it was just music that felt very generic and just telling you how to feel without earning any of the emotions, and it was just very bland, and I did not like the music at all. I didn't care for the romance between our two main leads. I just didn't really care about anything, and all of the characters in this movie talk like the same character, and there's nothing really to distinguish them from each other. Was not a fan of the cheesy tone of the film, was not a fan of the comedy in the film. There was one gag that I liked, and it had to do with Wendy's. That was kind of funny, but the rest of the comedy fell flat for me. And as far as performances go, I wasn't upset with Winona Ryder. Like, whenever she was on screen, I didn't see her. I saw a character, but the character was very annoying. And Adam Sandler's character, he was mostly annoying. Had a couple moments where he did make me laugh, but I laughed maybe 2, possibly 3 times throughout the entire film, and that was about it. There was nothing visually interesting in this movie. Every scene is shot exactly the same, and there's no visual flair to this movie, which made it really boring to look at. The film is also very uneventful, very predictable, because if you watch the first 10 minutes of this movie, you can pretty much guess how the movie is going to play out, and guess what? You're going to be right for about 99% of it. Don't ask how I know that, I just feel as though I'm pretty confident about that. And when I say uneventful, even the things that do happen in the film have no consequence and don't need to be in the movie, and it just feels like filler to me. Like, you could plop in anything into this movie, like have this scene going on or this scene going on. Like an explosion and a building is on fire. Well, that happens in this movie, but, well, a building on fire, not an explosion, or like a car chase or whatever. And you could just throw that into the movie and it would feel just as out of place as everything else in this movie. And to top it all off, nothing makes any sense. I don't understand how things happened in the movie the way that they did. When you really think about it, I really don't understand how characters came from one conclusion to another. And it's just one of those movies where the more you think about it, the more it just falls apart. And that doesn't necessarily ruin a comedy, because in comedies, things don't have to make sense. But in this movie, since I wasn't laughing at anything, it really hurts the experience, I feel. Like, things were happening for absolutely no reason in a way that did not benefit the film. Like, it doesn't help that these things make no sense. And that's about all I have to say about Mr. Deeds. It was boring. It was exactly what I thought it would be. Very just nothing. Like, I could have watched nothing instead, and my life would be no different. I probably should have shut the movie off 10 minutes in, and that would have been the right call, but I did not make that decision, so here we are. So skip this movie if you ever come across it. I just don't think it's funny, and I did not connect with it one bit. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Mr. Deeds a 2 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Mr. Deeds, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Pain and Gain. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.